The siren screamed through the dusk of September 12, 2023, tearing through the manicured silence of Crestwood Pines, a gated enclave in suburban Virginia. A woman's voice, sharp as shattered glass, sliced through the noise. "You can't drive that here." Her manicured finger stabbed toward the ambulance as it roared into the community. Inside, 6-year-old Ethan Brooks convulsed on the stretcher, his small body gripped by a seizure that had struck like lightning at a neighbor's birthday party. The paramedics, hands steady but faces taut with urgency, worked over him, their voices betraying the panic of a ticking clock. I was tailing the ambulance in my county SUV, fresh off a routine call, when dispatch crackled. "Child, epileptic seizure, 219, Oak Ridge Lane." Just another emergency, I thought, until I saw a black Mercedes swing across the entrance, blocking both lanes with chilling precision. My stomach nodded. This was no mistake. The woman stepped out, all designer yoga gear and polished confidence, maybe 50, with hair that cost more than most people's car payments. Her name, I'd later learn, was Cynthia Hargrove, head of the Crestwood Pines HOA. Right then, she stood like a sentinel between her car and the ambulance, her face set in defiance, making a choice that would unravel her life. The ambulance driver blasted the horn, a desperate wail echoing off the pristine homes. Through the rear windows, I saw the paramedics battling to save Ethan, their movements frantic as his tiny frame thrashed. Every second was critical. Every second she stole was a theft from his future. "Ma'am, move your car now." The driver's voice, thick with authority, boomed from his window. It was the kind of tone that usually cleared paths. Not today. Cynthia crossed her arms, her voice dripping with indignation. "This is a private community. You can't just scream through here, terrifying our pets, waking our kids. There are rules." The driver's partner, a black paramedic named Jamal, leapt out, his uniform creased from the chaos. "Ma'am, there's a kid in there having a medical emergency. We need to get to the hospital now." "I don't care what you need," Cynthia snapped. "You people think you can barge in, make all the noise you want, disrupt our peace. Not on my watch. You people." The words landed like a slap. I saw her glare at Jamal and his Latino partner, Luis. It hit me like a punch. This wasn't about noise. Ethan Brooks, the boy fighting for his life, was black. Cynthia had drawn her line in the sand. I grabbed my radio, 20 years in emergency services guiding my hand. "Dispatch, Commander Hayes. Code yellow at Crestwood Pines entrance. Civilian blocking emergency vehicle, priority call. Send backup and a tow truck stat." "Copy, Commander." "Units en route, dispatch replié." Jamal's voice cracked with desperation. "Ma'am, he's 6. He's seizing. Every minute risks brain damage or worse." Cynthia's face hardened. "That's not my problem. You should have followed protocol before invading our neighborhood. You don't get a free pass with your lights and sirens." I stepped from my SUV, county badge glinting. "Mom, im commander nadan hayes. Move your vehicle, or you're facing felony charges for obstructing emergency services." She whirled, eyes flashing with defiance. "This is private property. I have rights. They don't belong here," she spat, jabbing a finger at the ambulance. "Those are paramedics saving a child's life," I said, stepping closer. "You're committing a crime." Sirens wailed as backup arrived, a police cruiser and a tow truck. Cynthia's bravado faltered, but she doubled down. "You're all in on this, aren't you? That kid's probably faking it, a trick to sneak into our community, case our homes." The accusation stunned even Officer Lopez, a 10-year veteran. I kept my voice ice cold. "That child isn't a grand mal seizure. He could die while you spew conspiracies. Step back, or you're under arrest." The tow truck's chain rattled as it hooked her Mercedes. Cynthia fumbled for her keys, panic setting in. "Wait, I'll move it." "Too late. Step back," Lopez ordered, guiding her away. The ambulance surged forward, racing to Mercy Regional with Ethan's life in the balance. Ethan was the grandson of Dr. Lillian Brooks, the first black pediatric surgeon at Mercy, and son of Captain Marcus Brooks, deployed overseas. He'd been laughing at Liam Kim's birthday party when the seizure hit his first in a year, triggered by the chaos of games. Liam's mom, Grace Kim, a nurse, had called 911 as Ethan collapsed, his body arching in the grass while kids screamed. Grace had timed the seizure, watching it stretch past 5 minutes into the danger zone of status epilepticus, where brain damage loomed. The paramedics had stabilized him for transport, only to be stopped by Cynthia's hatred. I called Mercy's ER. Dr. Patel, Commander Hayes. Pediatric seizure patient incoming, 6-year-old black male, 12-minute transport delay due to civilian interference. 12 minutes. Patel's voice sharpened. That's critical. I need a full report. At the scene, Lopez jotted notes as Cynthia stood by his cruiser, defiance fading. We've got her for obstruction and child endangerment, he said. Her "you people rant and scam" claims are on your body cam, right? I tapped the camera. Every word. Cynthia paled. That's illegal. You can't record me. Standard procedure, Lopez said. As she was cuffed, neighbors gathered, whispering. Grace Kim approached, tears streaking her face. Why would someone do this to a child? I had no answer. Hatred like that defies reason. At Mercy, Ethan lay in the ICU, monitors beeping. Dr. Brooks sat beside him, her strength unshaken. Commander, thank you, she said. He's stable, but the delay we won't know the full impact for days. The case exploded. My body cam and the ambulance's dash cam showed Cynthia deliberately blocking the road, her phone call to a friend vowing to teach these people a lesson. DA Rachel Torres called it a clear hate crime. Federal and state charges obstruction, child endangerment, civil rights violations piled up. Media swarmed. HOA head blocks ambulance for seizing black child. Social media erupted, the footage viral. In Crestwood, change stirred. Grace Kim's Ethan Strong sign sparked a movement, with lawns soon dotted with support. The HOA ousted Cynthia, electing Grace. Her house sold at a loss, shunned by a united community. The trial was a spectacle. My testimony and the footage left jurors stunned. Dr. Patel detailed the delay's risks. Ethan, in a tiny suit, sat with his grandma, his presence deafening. The defense's HOA rules. Argument crumbled against Cynthia's recorded bigotry. Guilty on all counts. Judge Elena Cruz sentenced her to 12 years, calling her actions an assault on humanity. A $1.8 million civil judgment funded the Ethan Brooks Foundation, training responders on bias and aiding kids with epilepsy. Crestwood became a beacon of unity, with shared gardens and a playground dedicated on Ethan Day. Ethan thrived, dreaming of becoming a doctor, his laughter filling a community reborn. What do you think? Was Cynthia's punishment fair or too harsh? Could her actions ever be seen as protecting her community, or was it pure prejudice? How would you react as a neighbor? Share below, hit like, and subscribe for more stories that spark debate.